people. So I did ZYNs for 30 days straight, and I'm about to tell you guys what the fuck was going on in those 30 days, and I got a lot of shit to say about it. So will I do them again? Probably not. I probably wouldn't buy a pack. Like I wouldn't buy one for myself, but you know, if I'm around my friends or anybody or an environment where there's ZYNs, I might just take one and not, you know what I'm saying, I take it every single day like I did, because I will not fucking take them again. I will not go out of my way and buy a pack for myself. And here's why. So the first week of me trying ZYNs, so I bought the 3 milligrams, which is equivalent to, I want to say like 12 cigarettes a day, or maybe 24, I'm not sure. But it's equivalent to a pack of cigarettes. So what ZYNs are is pretty much just nicotine, no tobacco, so it just gives you the nicotine. It's like for people who smoke and don't want to fuck their lungs up, they could use this to, you know, a healthy nicotine option. And yeah, so my first week, the first time I took one, let's go into the first day. So the first time I took one, I felt this adrenaline, I felt this focus, this just dopamine fucking spike. Like I was like just a quick dopamine spike. And then like 40 minutes later, I get this really, really negative mindset, like this negative just overall feeling, which is your cortisol, which if you don't know, your cortisol, it's what gives you the motivation, the drive, and your mind, like your negative self-doubts, that's your cortisol. So your cortisol drops as soon as the nicotine wears out in your body. So you get anxiety, you feel like shit. And what most people do in this situation, they fucking pop another one. Which for me, I didn't do that. I was just popping one a day. So yeah, so I wasn't addicted to it. Like I was just doing it once a day. Around the same time, like around where I'm usually about to do some work, some heavy, you know, some work. And I'll pop one and I'll be fucking focused. And then it just started to wear off. And then, you know, I drink some caffeine right after. So I wasn't like, you know, popping this in and then, you know, popping another one right after. So the first week it was just like that. Like I'll get this quick dopamine spike and then I'll feel like shit like 40 minutes later. But I would prevent that from happening because I kind of like figure it out. So like I said, what I did, I pop one, shit started wearing off, anxiety kicks in, boom, I drink a fucking coffee. And then week 2, I noticed something else, which I didn't think it was the nicotine, but it was the fucking nicotine. So while I was doing this, I was also on a calorie deficit, which it killed my hunger. Like I wasn't hungry. Like I didn't get any like cravings or any of that shit. But what I did realize was like midnight, I would wake up out of nowhere and it'll be really hard for me to go back to sleep. Like it'll take me an hour to go back to sleep. And that was me thinking it was the deficit, but in reality it was the fucking nicotine. Because I look back and I was on a deficit way back like a year ago without nicotine and I was sleeping just fine. But this time I was doing nicotine while I was on a deficit, and it didn't matter, like deficit or not, it was still waking me up midnight. But my thoughts was that it was because of my deficit, but it was the fucking nicotine. So week 3 was the same shit. I was waking up midnight, so I literally tapped out on my deficit because I thought it was because I couldn't fucking sleep. My recovery, it felt like shit. So I started to eat more calories, which it kind of felt like it solved the issue, but it wasn't really until I got to day like week 4 where I started to realize that the shit still was going on. And it wasn't the calories, so this is where I was thinking it was the fucking nicotine. So pretty much this is like day 28 or pretty much day 30, where this week I absolutely felt like shit. So waking up, I feel fine, and then like an hour or 2 hours later, after I'm awake, I started to feel really fucking negative, irritated, like everything was bothering me. I was taking caffeine, wasn't doing shit. And I also realized it took away the dopamine that I was getting from caffeine as well. Like I wasn't getting that same dopamine spike that I did before with caffeine. Even though I've been taking, like, it doesn't matter, I take caffeine every single day, I still feel like a difference. I still get that dopamine spike from caffeine. And while I was doing nicotine, that shit was completely gone. It took my dopamine spike from fucking caffeine. And the only spike of dopamine that I was getting was from nicotine. So, like I said, the last week, which it was, 28 days into nicotine, was where it really, really fucking made me question what the fuck is going on. So, like I said, I would wake up, feel normal. 2 hours later, I'll feel fucking irritated and negative as shit. And I would start taking caffeine and still didn't do anything. I was still feeling like shit. I wanted to fucking fuck somebody up. And around like 1 p.m., I'll drink coffee and I'll try to drink more caffeine and I'll pop a Nick. And then I'll pop the Nick wears out, and I'll drink caffeine, and I'll feel like absolutely shit. Like, we're to the point where I have to fucking take a nap. And once I took a nap, my body resets, I feel fucking back to normal. So I literally had to pop a nap to get back to myself, because it was just mentally fucking draining me. And as soon as I ran out of nicotine, I was literally about to buy another pack, so I'm so glad I didn't, because that was what I was. It was like, so I'm like 5 days without nicotine. The last time I took nicotine was on Friday, and today's a Tuesday. So I went there, I asked the lady, like, is this the fucking side effects? Is this what I feel like? And then I started doing research on YouTube and shit, and literally everything I was going through was fucking nicotine withdrawal. So what I was thinking, the reason why I was feeling like shit half of the day was because I wasn't popping another one. And that's what people usually do. And that's what I wasn't doing, which I didn't want to fucking do. I didn't want to be addicted to this shit. So I was just popping one a day. So, like 4 p.m. hits, feel like absolutely shit. So I got to pop a nap to reset and get my mind back right. So I didn't want to fucking do that. So I literally was like, fuck this shit. It's ruining my sleep. I'm getting irritated by everything. I'm like having so many negative thoughts right now that it was fucking terrible. So I also stopped doing it because of that shit. I didn't want to feel like that. And yeah, like on the withdrawal days, like the first day was alright. I still had to pop a nap. The second day was kind of terrible. But the third day was fucking awful. Like, I literally had to fucking pop a nap. I was irritated all fucking day. I feel like shit. I stayed in the house. And now that I think about it, I'm on 4 days of withdrawal. Take that back. Yeah, the third day it was terrible. Like, I had to take a nap. I took a nap. I woke up and I started getting a headache. And today is the day that I feel the best out of all those fucking days. And hopefully tomorrow I feel way more better. I feel back to normal. And yeah, I'm never doing this shit again. If you're a nicotine addict, this shit makes you a fucking zombie. Yeah, it feels fucking amazing when you pop it, but when that shit wears out, dude, it makes me not even want to fucking go through the withdrawals. Like, it doesn't even, the high isn't even worth the lows, bro. Like, the lows is fucking terrible. Like, I'll do, like, the highs are amazing, but dealing with the lows, and nah, I'm straight. Fuck that shit. So will I do ZYNs again? Fuck no. Will I be addicted to nicotine? Fuck no. It's literally just like alcohol. Like, you need to fucking keep drinking to numb yourself, to not feel that low. The same shit with weed, the same shit with other shit. Same shit with caffeine, but caffeine doesn't give you that shitty of a low, in my opinion. And I've been doing caffeine for a while, and caffeine doesn't give me that shitty ass low like nicotine did. So I wouldn't recommend for you guys to fucking do it. It's terrible. It feels amazing, but the lows are fucking terrible. It makes you regret it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is my honest opinion. This shit is raw. I'm not reading anything. This is out of my fucking mind. This is from God. And I'm still working on my cussing. My bad if I curse too much on this video, but I'm getting there. Appreciate you guys watching. I'll see